I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we call her the rhythm.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think
and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Josh Allen on the tackle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And 5 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Hill's pass thrown away and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
On 4th down, here's Steven Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that's the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson: 20 carries, 73 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Jaguars.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's so many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
James Robinson.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for DJ
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
A first down carry for Henry. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To throw is Tannehill. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
25-yard line.
Tannehill. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Lambo to add on the extra point. No, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Draw play. This is Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46.
That's good.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. A good pickup there at 22.
18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stop. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Anthony Firkser.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And he's got Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play action. Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. So they will go for it. Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chester Rogers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Stafford on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Colby Parkinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Lambo on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville. Now he's
Jaguars back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Tannehill. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rodgers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Back to throw, Tannehill. Swap, there he goes, left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
27. Jaguars 19.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. To return, here's Agnew.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, and it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of the game.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Henry.
Derrick Henry.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
45-yard line.
Tannehill on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And a sack there by Josh Allen, and sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback, or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former first-round pick, huge impact in his rookie year in 2019. 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a 1st. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to run really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
For the point after.
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No, not at all. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and forever. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Oh, now he bowls him over. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And they'll go right back to Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Henry's got it out on the left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Cottrell.
Number 31, the ball.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Goes underneath for Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run, it's Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Tannehill. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tannehill. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He dumps it off for Henry. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play.
37.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play.
Let's touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass. Come through station. Girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline. A flag on the play. Like Julio. I just made a play in the red zone. Going strong. Watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock. Just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks. That's a whole field. He don't want no championship.